Hello, my name is Julia, and I am the founder of the Transformed Goddess. And today I am creating a video speaking about some of my passions, but also some of the things that go unspoken in my life. And part of the reason that I am creating this video today is because I put out a challenge in a program that I am currently running called Feminine Force. And in this program, I encouraged the women that are taking part to create some kind of a video just expressing things that they are passionate about, something that really gets them excited and really just feels like inspires them. Just something that they're really passionate about that they perhaps don't talk about that often. And the overall theme for this week is communication. So whether that means like just expressing or whether that's expressing and listening, being in that dynamic of giving and receiving. And one of the overall questions is, what is something that goes unspoken in your life? And so I was asking myself this question and what it is that I am passionate about. Because initially when I put that question out there, the first thing that came to mind for me was like, oh, singing. Like that is what I'm passionate about. I am passionate about expressing myself through song. But then I sat with that and I went a little bit deeper. And I recognized that for me, it's not just about singing. Even though I love singing, the underarching theme is that I want to help people open their hearts by using my voice, my expression, yes, that may be singing, it may be speaking on a stage, it may be speaking on a camera, it may be just having a conversation with someone in a street. It may be from a workshop that I run or a class that I hold. I am passionate about helping people connect with their own hearts, their own inner knowledge, their own wisdom that they have within them. And to me, this still feels fairly surface level because I've had this idea in my head for a number of even like years now. I've known this to be a truth of mine. And so I've been on this journey of uncovering what is in my own heart. Who am I? Who is this person that I want to express into the world? And what aspects of myself do I still need to heal so that I can live as this heart-opening being that I want to be in this world? And as I was doing an inventory of my life, the challenges that I've faced, the ways that I've showed up, the areas that I still wish to learn to love more, I recognize that the overall element, essence, that keeps showing up for me as I'm taking on this healing journey, learning to express myself more, learning to open my own heart, learning to be in a place of power in my life. The underlying theme or element that keeps showing up is this relationship that I have been building with not just myself, but with God. And for me, that sounds really weird to say because I have had quite a resistance to religion in my life, and I still do. I do not in any way consider myself to be a religious person, though I do see the value in spirituality. And throughout my journey, I've experienced these different like workshops, say, for example, a meditation retreat, or doing like a tantra retreat, gaining like a yoga teacher training, things that connect me back with my breath, participating in different plant medicine ceremonies, participating and building a habit of communicating with my inner child, connecting with that deeper aspect of myself that really wants to come out, really wants to be expressed. And throughout this journey, I've had these little like snippets of this deeper level, this deeper feeling of peace, bliss, serenity, surrender. But what I didn't realize at the time, that was all just leading me to God. Every aspect of suffering that I've experienced, even as I'm trying to heal my own codependent patterns, whether it's for like a relationship or a substance, that following that path led me to God. As I was going through a post-abortion healing program as well, I was asked to connect with myself, but the thing that allowed me to experience the deepest level of forgiveness for myself and all others who were involved was building a connection to God. Any plant medicine ceremony that I have participated in that had the most profound, deepest level of healing for me was because I had a transformational experience and connection with God. This understanding that we are all connected, that everyone that I come across, that everyone that I see is in some way, shape, or form a reflection of me. And if I get triggered by something that they do, something that they say, then that is just my work to look inside and ask myself, what aspect of myself are they reflecting back to me that I have not yet healed? And so in my own life, and even through doing the 12 steps, this is more or less where I got this idea from, is that in order to complete our cycle of healing, in order to truly heal ourselves, we not only have to surrender to God, but we also have to express and share that this is the path that we took in order to find our healing. And I've recognized within myself that I have held myself back in this area of actually expressing and talking about God in the way that makes sense to me, because I had all of these preconceived notions and ideas and beliefs about what God was, this religious construction of this like make-believe, I don't know, like man or creature or like energy, whatever, I don't know, idea I thought it was. It just didn't resonate with me. And so the idea of speaking about that didn't feel aligned. It didn't make sense to me, because how could I start talking about something that at one point of my life I just so clearly wasn't even like sure that God even existed? But I've had these experiences now. I've had these synchronicities, these signs, these miracles that keep showing up in my life, that keep pointing me in the direction that I know I want to be in. And at the end of the day, what we all really want is love. And I've recognized within myself that I have been searching for this feeling of love everywhere outside of me, building connections that didn't necessarily feel aligned, eating foods because I want to experience some kind of pleasure, smoking weed or even drinking sometimes because I just want to relax. But what it all came down to, at the core, at that essence, was me not feeling like I was enough, me not feeling like I deserved to be loved. And so I kept searching for something outside of myself to gratify, to validate, to help me feel as though I am enough. But throughout my life, the more I've turned away from searching in an external place for a feeling of love, the more at home I've felt with myself. The more I've been able to connect not just with my own inner voice, but the voice that comes from above, that comes from the divine. Because at the end of the day, it all comes from God. Even though I may be a creator, I may create this video, I may create a post or an article, or I may express myself, but where does that really come from? It doesn't come from me. It doesn't come from my ego. When it is a truly aligned message, it comes from the divine, it comes from above. All of the great masters knew this. Einstein, Da Vinci. The more that I learn to surrender, to be humble, to just admit that sometimes I don't know all of the answers, but I can trust that my path is being cleared, that I am creating the ideal life for me. And I surrender to how scary that is sometimes, not to know what the next step is. But I've recognized that the more I try to control my life, the more suffering I actually create for myself. I have no control. I do have a choice, and I can take aligned actions. But I have no control over what happens in my life. That is left to God. And that is where my faith and my trust comes in. This is where my ability to love myself on a deeper level comes in. This is the path that I want to be teaching. This is the aspect that I am so passionate about because it has helped me so much in my own life. To just be able to have faith that I am held, I am loved, I am supported, and there's nothing that I need to do in order to receive that love. I just need to be me. I just need to love me, love what shows up, allow myself to have forgiveness, and just move forward from that place. I know that there will still be challenges along the way. But I am so grateful for this life that I currently have, that I'm currently living. And from this point forward, I intend to express that gratitude, that love, and how my connection and my path to God has changed my life. Thank you, sweet brothers and sisters, for tuning in, for trusting yourself, trusting in some kind of higher power, and for showing up fully in your day-to-day life. Thank you, and namaste.